summer isn't over. In fact, there's 50 days left in summer, and I want you to take yourself out on a solo date. And remember, going on solo dates can help with growth, self-discovery, and empowerment by putting yourself out there experiencing things alone and getting to know who you are. So this video is about 10 solo date ideas. Let's get into it. So number one, your local library. Wander their aisles and pick out a few books. Pick out a book in a genre that you never have before, or maybe there's a book there that you've always wanted to read. You can sit at one of their tables to read, write. Number two is an ice cream date. Head to your local ice cream parlor and just have one of your favorite flavors. Personally, I love chocolate ice cream. I also love mint chocolate chip, but on occasion, I will get tiger. Number three is a beach day. Self-explanatory. Grab your towel, your books, any activities you want to do. Head to your local beach and just relax. Jump in the water, feel the sun on your skin, wear sunscreen, and just enjoy the beach day. For an introvert like me, I usually go very early, like first thing when the beach opens. If you have hours, I'm pretty sure mine's just like dusk, so you can get there pretty early. So you can avoid crowds if that is why you don't go to the beach. Number four is a local event in your community. Check out your community, like Instagram pages, your community website, see what's going on. There might be like a food truck festival or a craft fair. There's probably a lot of different activities that happen throughout the summer. Find one, head to it. Even if you're only there for like 10-15 minutes, you're still getting out of the house. You're still going to do something around other people by yourself. You're putting yourself out there and you're spending time with yourself as well as your community. Number five is a picnic in the park. Grab some fruit, some snacks, some sandwiches, a blanket, and head to the park. For me, I like to either read or even crochet and just relax. I personally will pick a spot like in the shade because I don't want to get burnt. But then you can just be outside, blue sky, trees, nature. Sometimes there's a dog park, which is always fun. You get to just be with yourself. Number six is dessert only date. So you could pick a restaurant that you either frequent or somewhere that you've always gone for dinner. But instead of getting dinner, just ask for their dessert menu. And yes, going to a restaurant alone feels weird, but it's also kind of normal. A lot of people do it. And especially if you want to try the desserts, because I always know whenever I go to a restaurant, I'm like, I don't have room for dessert, like I'm so full. If you make it a solo date where you get to go to some of your favorite restaurants but only try their dessert, that's fun, because then you get to know what desserts you actually like, and you could say you've actually tried their dessert, because when the waitress comes up and is like, room for dessert, my answer is always no. Number seven is crochet or crafting or some creative activity that you want to do. These things can be done outside, on your porch, outside, or inside. You can just make it a fun activity you do in the evenings. You can even pick up like a new activity. One of you commented on here about those diamond paintings where it's kind of like a paint by number, but they give you like the little diamond jewel things that you like have to stick on and it makes a picture. I've always wanted to try that and it looks just so much fun, and obviously it would be kind of time consuming and just like tedious and like putting each thing down, but I feel like it would also be kind of like therapeutic in a way, and then you also get this really pretty picture at the end, so win-win. And with your crafting or crochet or whatever you do, make it summery to keep like the summer vibes going. Crochet flowers or like a cute top, or even make like a summer scrapbook. It could be digital or an actual physical like paper and images. Number eight is being a tourist for the day. Head out, go downtown or just into your city center and find other tourist attractions. Google top 10 tourist attractions in your city and see what pops up and go head there. You might think it's weird, but people come from all over to look at tourist attractions. Even if you think that your town is like itty bitty small, there's nothing there, there are still things that are designed to attract tourists. So go be a tourist for a day in your hometown. You can even pick like 2 or 3 shops to go into that you've never been into. Like how many streets have you driven by and you're like, oh, that store's new, I've never been there. Or maybe they've been here for like 50 years and you just never realized it until now. There are so many things that you can discover in your area, like in your local community, that you probably didn't know about. Because I don't know about you, sometimes you see these people taking elaborate vacations or they're constantly on a flight going here or there, and some of us just don't have the funds to do that. And you can actually make the most of your current surroundings. Where are you right now? And what can you go explore? Your community has so much to offer, and it could be a lot of fun to explore all of those things. Number 9 is a paint night. So there's 2 options here. You could either join a paint night that is Like you have to get tickets and you could go to a restaurant where an artist kind of walks you through a paint night. I did this once and my flower was horrible, okay? The vibe was fun and like I liked it, but the way that the like steps were made, I feel like I needed like the whole thing explained to me before I went, because it was like, draw this thing here. Take this color, draw this thing here. And like, I just didn't have the proportions right. It's fine, it's fun, the vibe was great. My painting is not gonna be on my wall. At all. But the other side of this, if you don't want to go to a paint night or whatever, is you can paint at home. Head to your local craft store, grab like a tiny itty bitty canvas, 1 or 2 paint colors, and just like paint something cute. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect, it could just be fun. And number 10, your last solo date idea is recipe roulette. Write down like 5 to 10 recipes, put them in a jar, and then pick one out. You can do this like every Saturday and go get the groceries for Sunday night. You do something ongoing, 1, in order to try new foods, 2, improve your cooking skills, and 3, just have fun being in your presence, in your kitchen, making good food, put on some music, have like a nice drink. It's just like a vibe. And for the recipe roulette, this doesn't have to be something you have to like pick out and then go run to the grocery store. You can pick it out on a Monday and plan to do that on a Saturday, just so that you can like make sure you have all of the groceries. Or maybe you take a look at your fridge, you write down 3 different recipes that you have already, and then you just pick one out of a jar just to like make it a little interesting. I feel like having new food ideas and like committing to doing like not your normal like week of dinners is sometimes hard to try new things, because it's like it takes time the first time you do a new recipe. And so this, 1, kind of gets you outside your comfort zone there, but 2, it's just fun. Just changes things up. So that is everything that I have for you for this video. Those are the 10 solo date ideas you can take yourself on right now, because summer isn't over. If you want a handful of more solo date ideas, I do have a video on 25 solo date ideas here that you can watch next. But if you enjoyed this video, please hit like. If you want to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, I will see you in the next one. Bye! My name's Marissa and I love iced coffee.